Hey everyone, welcome back to Superhero Explained. Today we're diving into Superman 2023 number 35. And yeah, this one's a pressure cooker. Lois hits a breaking point, the Legion starts splitting at the seams, and Doomsday gets a revelation that genuinely changes the way you're supposed to read him. Alright, let's get started. And look, the book doesn't ease you in. It drops us straight into a Doomsday flashback. Superman asks the only question that matters here. Why should I trust you? And Doomsday's narration answers, cold, simple, brutal. He shouldn't have. From there, it's like the comic is forcing you to replay their entire curse. We jump to Superman and Doomsday fighting, because that's always where their story ends up. And Doomsday basically sums up their whole existence as this locked loop, death and rebirth, over and over. That's all they are. Then the scale shifts. Doomsday as the time trapper, Superman standing in front of him. Doomsday says he tried to warn Superman the end was coming, that the future would change for the worse, and Superman refused to listen. And Doomsday points at the reason. Superman knows the truth. Doomsday is only a creature of death. But here's what makes that present moment feel so tense. Time Trapper Doomsday admits something he hates admitting. He needs Superman. Except Superman is gone, fighting in a tournament to save them all. And now Doomsday's last hope is a breed of Superman he didn't expect. You can feel how much he doesn't want to rely on anybody. Okay, so while that heavy Doomsday dread is hanging over everything, we snap to the battlefield and it's pure chaos. Superboy Prime is taking on multiple Legion members at once, yelling, "Get out of here, Robo-Supes, I got this Legion twibs." But here's the key detail. Robo-Superman is not treating this like a brawl. He's fighting Cosmic Boy, and when Prime tries to big dog the situation, Robo-Superman shuts him down. "No, Prime, I must complete the mission." So Prime wants to win the fight. Robo-Superman wants to finish the objective. That difference is about to hurt. And now, right on cue, Lightning Lad shows up in front of Prime like, "Yeah, let's settle this." He challenges him. "You wanna fight, Prime? Let's do it." They clash and Prime goes straight to disrespect. "Prepare to get your head knocked off, loser lad." Lightning Lad fires back. "I've wanted to kick your ass since we met." And honestly, that's the energy you need when you're standing in front of Superboy Prime. But while that's happening, this is where the page gets nasty. Cosmic Boy is torturing Robo-Superman. He's mocking him, calling him Superman's robot butler, pointing out he's all metal. And then he says the part that matters. "Metal is at my mercy." Robo-Superman's joints are cracking under it, and Cosmic Boy presses in. He says he's heard Robo-Superman hold secrets to stopping the final god, and he wants them. He asks if those secrets will spill out when he cracks him open. Then he actually does it. He breaks off Robo-Superman's arm, and Lois screams from the side, "No!" And that scream, that's Lois entering this like a person, not a symbol. Lois flies in, demanding, "Why are you doing this?" Saturn Girl intercepts her immediately and doesn't even pretend it's complicated. "Because it is what Darkseid demands, Lois Lane." Then Saturn Girl tries to twist the knife into a choice. Imagine if Lois joined them. Maybe Darkseid would allow Lois to keep her powers. That's the offer. Meanwhile, Robo-Superman, still under torture, refuses flat out. "No, I refuse." Lois tries something else. She tells them Superman always spoke highly of the Legion. They were his friends, and she's very clear. They are not the Legion. But she still challenges them. If they look deep within themselves, maybe they could be like the Legion Superman knew. Saturn Girl's answer is immediate. "No thanks." So Lois goes for the thread that's supposed to end conversations. When Superman gets back, he's going to kick your ass. And Saturn Girl doesn't flinch. She says she's mentally connected to Darkseid. She can hear him, see what he sees, and she knows the events of the tournament. Basically, I already know how this ends. And then Saturn Girl proves it. She narrates a montage of the KO tournament like she's reading out a doomed prophecy. She says Superman battled valiantly. He fought his friends, stole powers, and kept winning. He truly believed only he could hold that power. defeat her lord, and reshape all of reality. And Saturn Girl frames the slide into darkness. Superman got so close to the crown of the King Omega, abandoning his humanity, becoming Darkseid. Then he had to face the Horsemen of the Absolute, champions from her world. And just when he thinks he's made it through, he's betrayed. He loses. And we see Superman lying dead on the ground, just like that. So Saturn Girl turns back to Lois and says the line that's meant to erase her. Superman is dead. He has fallen just like your world will. Lois is in tears. You're lying. Saturn Girl's response is pure cruelty. What did Lois expect? Superman trusted Doomsday, the creature who killed him. Then she orders Lois to accept it. Hope is gone. And while she's saying it, the world around them is still burning. Lightning Lad and Prime still fighting. Cosmic Boy still torturing Robo-Superman. Saturn Girl's conclusion is simple. Darkseid wins because Superman made a mistake. Because Superman believed. And that's when Lois snaps. Her eyes glow red. Alright, Lois isn't talking now. She fires heat vision in a blast. Saturn Girl ducks and dodges it like it's nothing, laughing, ha! That laugh is so disrespectful, it's almost worse than the dodge. Lois throws a punch. Saturn Girl evades, grabs Lois's hand, and hits her with the telepath flex. I'm in your head, Lane, in more ways than one. I know what you plan to do before you do it. And then, straight humiliation. Saturn Girl slaps Lois across the face. You can't win. Lois crashes into the ground. Saturn Girl says, almost surprised she even did it. Wow, I rarely hit anyone. Your skin is still hard as a rock. Lois gets up from the rubble and says, dead serious. I'll use every last bit of these powers to stop you. Saturn Girl says she loves that. No matter how scared Lois is, she keeps pushing back. Lois worries about her children, her world, but then Saturn Girl goes for the personal kill. She presses her fingers to Lois's forehead and probes her mind. You're selfish. She says Lois would brush all of this away just to hold her husband again, to fly with him another day. And then she says the line she thinks ends Lois. You never will. Lois stays defiant. She actually taunts her back. That's the best you got? If you really want to show off, go deeper into my mind and tell me what you see. Saturn Girl answers quietly, I already am. And that's when we step into the mindscape. Saturn Girl and Lois walking through mental imagery together. We see images of Lois and Clark. And we also see images of Lightning Lad and Saturn Girl together, loving each other. Saturn Girl looks at that and can't believe it. Your world is ending and this is what you think about? Lois's answer is simple. What else is there? Darkseid may destroy everything, but he can't take this from her. Darkseid can never have what Lois and Clark have. And then Lois turns the mirror on Saturn Girl. Maybe you understand what that's like. Saturn Girl notices the images of her and Lightning Lad and freezes, because she realizes these are not Lois's memories, these are hers. Their minds are so connected that Saturn Girl's memories are revealing themselves to Lois while Lois thinks of Clark. Saturn Girl can barely speak. Lois says it clean. You know more about love than you let on. Saturn Girl clutches her head. What is happening? Back in reality, Saturn Girl screams and drops something huge. For the first time in years, she can't hear Darkseid's voice. Lois doesn't hesitate. Then listen to me instead. She tells Saturn Girl, you can help us. Take us to Superman. Help him. He can defeat Darkseid and free you for good. Saturn Girl tries to answer, but the violence spikes again. Prime trashes Lightning Lad into the ground. You fucked with the wrong Superman. Cosmic Boy steps away from Robo-Superman and tries to get in Prime's face. Hey, back off my body, you wannabe. Prime doesn't fight him. He just backhands Cosmic Boy away and says, go gripe yourself. Now Prime goes full execution mode. He lifts Lightning Lad off the ground by the neck with one hand. Let's give the people what they want, Lightning Lad. Or is it livewire? Doesn't matter. One by one, I'm going to snap your necks. Then he tightens into a brutal chokehold, starting with you. And we see Prime's eyes glowing red. Saturn Girl screams, Don't! Prime taunts her. Oh, is this when you see the light, Saturn Girl? And Saturn Girl breaks, crying now. Please don't kill Garth. He's my... She can't say it. She just begs. Just don't. Prime kicks Lightning Lad in the back and pushes him away like he's choosing not to become that monster today. Whatever. You're lucky I'm not that guy anymore. Saturn Girl cradles Lightning Lad and commands, Legion, we're leaving. Now. The Legion panics. They say she's insane. Darkseid will be furious. Another member says the last god tasked them with stopping Time Trapper and any threats to his return. Saturn Girl heard Darkseid's true voice. There is nowhere to hide. Darkseid will find them. Saturn Girl opens a boom tube anyway and says the sentence that changes everything. I have hope. And they go through. Now we are left with the ones who didn't leave. Superboy Prime, Doomsday, Lois Lane, and Robo-Superman, or what's left of him. Doomsday slowly stands up and says this victory doesn't matter. Saturn Girl said Superman lost. Their best chance is to run, escape into the distant past, and keep running. Prime holds up a broken Robo-Superman and stops him. They still have a shot. Cosmic Boy broke the robot, but the processor still works, and there's something Doomsday needs to see. Lois backs Prime up. Prime is right. There are things Doomsday doesn't know about his own history. Doomsday rejects it. He's been to the ends of the time and back. He's seen the past and future. There's very little he doesn't know. Then Robo-Superman opens his eyes and emits a blue hologram. Lois says, show him. A giant face appears in front of Doomsday. Doomsday, I'm Lara Lor-Van. She says she comes bearing revelations as to his true origins. She tells him he was created on Krypton. He knows that. He believes he was created to destroy Darkseid, but Lara reframes it. Darkseid is the Omega, and Doomsday is the Alpha, the end and the beginning. Doomsday asks, what is this? Lara continues, Doomsday is more than death. He was not created only for destruction. His powers of resurrection represent second chances. She wishes everyone had that. And even Prime, crying as he hears it, is shocked. Lara drives it home. Death, rebirth, death, rebirth. Doomsday is the embodiment of life eternal and the Alpha. Krypton never got a second chance, and she hopes Time Trapper can help her son give his adopted world one. The hologram ends, delivery complete, and Robo-Superman falls back. The mission is complete. I made it. Prime catches him and asks the question you're thinking. Why did you fight Cosmic Boy? You could have just flown away. Robo-Superman answers, I did what Superman would do. Then he tries to finish one last message. When you see the real Superman, tell him he can't finish. Robo-Superman shuts down in Prime's arms, and Doomsday says quietly, it's time. Lois asks, what are you doing? Doomsday answers, what I must, what I have avoided. If Superman has truly fallen, we see Doomsday's Time Trapper chains activating. He says, it is time I face Darkseid myself, no matter how large his army is. I have just enough power left for one last life. And then Doomsday vanishes in a bright blue flash of light. And that's where the issue ends, like a door slamming. One last life aimed straight at Darkseid. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and comment your favorite moment down below. I'll see you next time on Superhero Explained.